made it. I made it. Fashionably late. Sorry everyone, I'm sorry about that. I was having technical issues with my hue light, which is in my room above me. It's not working. It's turning on, but it's not connecting properly, so I'm not able to change the colours. So I've got a different light system going on, but I think it's fine. I thought we'd put on the ocean light, going back, you know, going back a few years. We used to have that on all the time, which is actually really nice. I think it's a good vibe. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. Jiff, Kev, Jazz, Retro, Epion, Barto, DJ L as well. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. I know, almost 2 years. That is amazing. Oh my god, my voice is actually quite sore. I can't believe it's almost been 2 years. It is finally happening. Hey, Gameplizit, welcome in. How are you? Jazz made it too. You're more on time than I was. Rebooting a bulb is a weird technological term. It is actually. When you say it like that. Ocean vibes, yeah. Jiff, are you still buzzing after yesterday? Kind of bummed I couldn't be there. Jiff, I'm like on a high from yesterday. It's a shame you couldn't come. I did. Okay, so you'll be happy to know, everyone, that I was able to film at the set. And I recorded the audio feed separately. I haven't checked it yet. I haven't had time. The videos come out well. So fingers crossed the audio feed has as well. And hopefully you get high quality audio. So for those of you that couldn't be there, do not fret. There will be a YouTube video. So you can relive it through YouTube. I had to get it. I had to get it for you guys. Because I know you live all over the world, and it's not easy for everyone to get to London. Nathan. I think I tried to say like everyone's name at the same time just then. Oh my god! You've got the Umbreon! Woo! Oh my god, should we go get Umbreon? Nathan, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for a whole year. Thank you. Kev, oh my god, Kev, thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Nathan. Sorry, I missed the, I read it wrong. Thank you, Kev. Still in the portal. Oh my god, Jazz. Jazz.
Bekima Villain, Bekima Portal 2, congrats BEKI on the album launch. Bekima Hype, Bekima Rainbow.
Yeah. Jazz, thank you so much for resubbing at a tier 1 for 33 months. Gameplizit, thank you so much for the gifting a tier 1 sub to DV as well. What is this? Thank you so much. Still in the portal, sorry, I'm a bit behind on chat. 1 second, I'll just come back down. Oh my gosh, yeah, it was amazing. Jazz, congrats Becky on the album launch. Thank you. I hope you've all enjoyed listening to it. We're going to be listening through to it today and chatting about it, and you can tell me what your favourite songs are and what your least favourite songs are, and I can tell you about the songs and like the little story behind each one. I guess we can just chill. And I got a bottle of Prosecco. Woo! We're gonna crack it open in celebration. I've also got a hot water bottle and my umbrella for extra cuddles. Oh god. Oh my god, that Prosecco emote. I was a bit pissed actually when we last drank the Prosecco. The goblin face. Oh my goodness. Okay. Should we crack open the Prosecco? Good view. How's everyone's days been? How's your weekend been? It's been, I've got to tell you all about yesterday. How's your ankle? Do you know what? The ankle is okay. I was getting like, it kept trying to cramp on me last night. It's a screw top, everyone. Easy. Yeah. I should probably put it back in the fridge, shouldn't I? Keep it cold. This starts to be dangerous pouring behind the microphone. I know, that is actually. Thing is, Sparta, I don't think about these things when I do them. I don't think of the repercussions and the consequences. I'm just going to put the Prosecco in the fridge. Okay. Yeah, how is everyone? Make poor decisions. That is a good pun, Retro. That is a good pun. Game Pissit, how's your new Pokemon going? You got the new game, didn't you? Is it out now? It is, isn't it? Does everyone like the new follower emotes? They're all album and single emotes. Woo! They're cool, aren't they? And if you click them, they should say... Oh, hang on, I thought it was supposed to say that Jake did it. I have attributed it to him. I thought it was supposed to show up. Maybe it's just on my thing, it's not showing. But anyway, I'm glad you like them. They're funky, aren't they? Cheers, everyone! Woo! Thank you, everyone, for... Oh, okay, maybe that's what it is, Jiff, then. Okay, that's cool. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. I can't believe it. Honestly, the gig yesterday was amazing. The turnout was incredible, actually, and all the other bands played amazingly, and it went pretty smoothly. There was like only a couple of technical problems. It was really, really good. Thank you for the level 1 hype train, everyone. Thank you. We need to change this. Woo! Woo! Sorry, I'm clearly a bit, it's been a very busy weekend. I feel very scatty, if you know what I mean. I feel very scatty, but I think it went well, the gig, like overall. It was a good vibe, really good atmosphere. I had like my mum and stepdad were there helping out on the door, like getting people's tickets and stuff and wristbands. And then helping out selling merch. And I had so many like of my like friends and family there, basically. Friends from like school who I've grown up with, and Twitch friends and work friends, and it was just and like all the other bands and stuff, and it was just like a really nice atmosphere. I think another atmosphere. Yeah, the venue itself was really like It was really quirky and had like loads of like knickknacks everywhere and like dog pictures, and there was a little cat as well, just chilling. Its name was Karen. Karen had enough. I'm not gonna lie, she'd had enough of the people in the pub. And it had like a back room, which was where the gig was, and we even got they have a projector, but they said it wasn't very good with the lighting, so they brought out a TV where we had like the projector instead. So I got to display my logo, and the other acts got to put their logos up if they wanted to. Yeah, so yeah, it was really, really good. And yeah, I was gobsmacked. I was honestly gobsmacked. I was gobsmacked, and I got an encore as well. I got a one more song, which was really cool. It was the best gig I've played as BEKIMACHINE. It really was fun. Really fun. Oh my god, one of my album songs is playing. That is not allowed. We have to start the album from the beginning. Okay, should we start with Brain Fog then? Should we play Brain? I don't know how a listening party works. Do I just sit here awkwardly in silence for the whole song, or do we actually like? Do I just like talk over the top of it? How does the listener? I'd feel awkward sitting here for like the whole track. Into listen dance. Do we listen and I just awkwardly do the wave? Yeah, I guess. Should we just see what happens? So Brain Fog. Brain Fog is the introduction track to the shimmy. Brain Fog is the introduction track to the album, and I made that one like fully on Twitch. That one was fully on Twitch. Do any of you remember that one? We were jamming. It was in my old flat, so it was in the old stream room, and I got the new Korg mini log, and we were jamming on it, and it had that really cool like acid line, and then we were like layering up all of the samples. I think I like ad-lib. I just made up lyrics. I like recorded lyrics for like a minute, and then we chopped them up into little samples, and they're the samples you can hear throughout the like intro. And then the whole beginning was just mucking around on this basically was made mostly on the Korg Milli log. And this whole introduction is just jamming like freestyle on the mini log. Can you hear it? Yeah, we're gonna do more production streams soon as well. I think we've got a community song we need to do. I actually always open up a show with this because it's like quite ethereal and atmospheric, and then I get to play a bit of flute as well. I usually get the flute out and do a little flute. Cheeky flute, yeah. Here. Should we get the emote wall up, do you reckon, today? Should we do it? Okay, I've done it. Yeah, so that was Brain Fog, little intro track. It was a fun one. And actually, loads of people I think really like that one. All right, colours. Shall I sit and introduce each song before we play it? Colours we made, I think, I can't remember. Did I start making it on Twitch? I think I started Colours on Twitch. Pardon me. Oh my God, yesterday, everyone. Yesterday. I've only told a few people this, right? I kept burping during my set. Now, no one heard them. it was really annoying because I was literally singing, right? I think it was the water that I was drinking because I kept sipping water. Yeah. And I was singing, right? And I could feel it. I could feel the burp. Mum! Mum Machine's here, everyone. Hi, Mum. I'm just telling everyone about me burping during my set yesterday and trying to not let anyone know, like keep it hidden. But basically, I would sing and then I'd have to like pretend I'm taking a breath, right? But actually do a little burp. No one knew. I don't know what it is. It must be like the water, I think. Welcome back, DJ L. Cheers. We have started the listening party. We've just listened to Brain Fog. Barto, it really sets up to what the album style is. Oh, thank you, Barto. Yeah, now you all know. So this next song, Colours, we wrote this one. I wrote this one on Twitch from the beginning, and I borrowed my friend's Arturia. What was the synth? Arturia, was it like a mini? Arturia synth? What was their synth? What synths do they have? I'll recognise it. Mini Brute. I think it was the Mini Brute. I borrowed my friend's... No, it wasn't a Mini Brute. It was the Micro Brute. Yes, I borrowed my friend's Arturia Micro Brute. So a lot of the synths in Colours are from the Arturia Micro Brute. And yeah, the Micro Brute. And that was really fun. And I don't really know what... That song was just a big experiment, really. I don't really know, like... There wasn't, like, a certain genre I was going for. We're just kind of writing it and just jamming on the synths. Because I'd never really written stuff on synths before. It was always, like, internally within the DAW rather than using the hardware stuff. So, and that was quite fun. And then we did, like, the flute solo. That was an accident, a happy accident of just jamming. And then we did, like... Oh, we first get to hear it. Yes, okay. Okay, should we play the song? I guess I can start playing the song now I've introduced the song. I've introduced it. And it's kind of about, this whole album follows a story, but each song does have like a generic like meaning to it. But overall it does follow like a graphic story, like in my head, like a visual story. It would work so well as a comic. But it's basically about kind of like knowing someone, thinking you know someone, but then kind of discovering their true colours and discovering that they're actually not like what you thought they were. That is the essential idea behind it. That's just the generic consensus. And like, I'm bending over backwards for that person as well. Tearing off the layers of prejudice. Yeah. How are you doing, Mum? How are you? Are you feeling okay after the drive? Okay, so flute solo. I think I did this in one take or something. And then it was good and I was like, let's keep that. It was like an improv jam, I think, from what I remember. And then there may have been like a couple of bits I had to fix, like to make them tighter. But the actual line was like an improv line. Naming it Colours definitely tells me that it's a British spelling. Yeah! Oh my god, we should put text up. We should put text up. Hang on. To say what song it is. Alright. Where should we put it? Oh God, it's in lowercase. No, we need capitals. Okay, here we go. Up. You put it down there, and then you just know the songs' names. Oh, hang on. We should actually write song. We should actually say currently playing colours. There we go. I think that works well. Someone's been having loving troubles. Not for a long time, Ojia. Sounds amazing with the effects. Thank you. Yeah, we put it through. So the flute. Can you hear me okay over the music, by the way? The flute, I ran through a Universal Audio Raw plugin, which is a distortion pedal plugin. And yeah, it sounded really cool. It was like a happy accident. And then there's a sample in this track. I'll tell you when we get to it. Okay. On the left there, it says, it's like, Akaishna. It's like a sample. Akaishna. It sounds like that. So, when we were on Twitch, I was recording vocals. And at the end of the take, I just said, actually, I like that. And then when I listened back to it, we listened back to the take, and I think I reversed something. And then I found that sample and I reversed it. And then it just came out as... Akaishna, and it worked. It was like a happy accident. I was like, that's a good sample. It was in tune with the song. It just worked. Okay. So yeah, that was Colours. And I got to do a music video with my parents actually. I don't know if any of you pardon me, if any of you haven't seen it and would like to see it, I can share that with you now, because it's on my YouTube, so I'll share that with you. And we did it in the did it in the forest, and my stepdad filmed, and my mum was like the creative, so she did she made my flower crown from scratch. Mum, knackered babe, but still buzzing from last night. It was brilliant. Oh, thank you, Mum. I hope you have a good sleep tonight and a good, well-deserved rest. Like, you absolutely need it. This album as a whole is such a good commute listen. Very ethereal. Does it, like, get you in the zone? Hi, Dom. Neon Centipede can confirm. Listen to it on a little drive today. Oh, my God. Everyone, you have to go check out Neon Centipede, a.k.a. AUW. He played last night. At the show, an incredible set. I got to jump up actually, and we performed the Crescent remix, which was awesome. I was just thinking you could play the music video for tracks that have it. Yeah, that's a good idea, Jazz. That is a good idea. We'll do that for the ones that do have music videos. Yeah, I've shared Colours. Best mum, exactly. Exactly. And she made sure that I looked good. Like, make sure the shot was good. Hey Space Tree. Have you ever thought about applying to play at Eurovision? I haven't. I didn't know you could apply actually. The gig last night was amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so glad you like it, and thank you so much for coming. Like, and buying a t-shirt as well. I could see peeps in their BEKIMACHINE t-shirts, and it was just amazing. I don't want to get upset in a good way. I cried today. It was happy tears though. Jazz, was wonderful to have you there. Thanks for all the work and support. Art director Frankie Lacey Draws. Yes. Should we listen to Ethereal next? Should we put Ethereal on? That's the next track on the album. Very good t-shirt. Thank you. Yeah, the artist is Atom Cyber, and they absolutely smashed it. Smashed it. I actually got a t-shirt design done. Like, it's like a bit of an old design now. It was like 2 years old now. We're probably due a new design. We are due. I've actually got BEKIMACHINE tote bag. I forgot to say, I actually haven't announced this yet, but I swapped merch stores to a different merch store. Basically because all of the merch stores for streamers are actually extortionate in price. Like, and I can't have it anymore. It's not fair on the artist. It's not fair on the buyers. And my friend recommended Hawkra, which is a UK company, which means those buying in the UK as well, it's better bang for buck for everyone. So artists will definitely make more profit, and buyers will be able to buy them for cheaper. So I'm actually able to put the shirts up for a lot cheaper than they were. I think they're at least £7 cheaper, which is amazing. And you've got fitted versions. You've got the BEKIMACHINE vest top as well, and a tote bag, which is cool. So yeah, I don't know. Did I update my merch link? I did. I'm so good. Okay, yeah. The merch store, the new merch store is there. It's got the BEKIMACHINE shirts and the tote bag. Dom, was a fab night and wanted to pop in and show my support for this great album, and great to see your lovely mum here again. Oh, thank you so much. It just means so much, honestly. Bandcamp wasn't suitable. So Bandcamp isn't suitable because with Bandcamp you have to already have printed the shirts yourself and then sell them. And I haven't done that. I'm doing on-demand sales. It would be quite nice to have. It wouldn't be nice to have them physical, because at gigs people do ask, "Oh, do you have shirts?" And then I'm like, "No," but you can buy them online with this QR code or whatever it's called. But maybe that's the next step. Maybe that's the thing we can strive towards. So the next track is called Ethereal. And this started out on Twitch as well. I remember. And it was so different. I feel like it was so different when we first started it. It took a lot of work to get it. It was one of the last songs. It was probably in like the last 3 songs to be finished in the album. It was really difficult to get the chorus. I didn't really know what to do for the chorus vocally. And in general, I think the lyrics were it was difficult to find the right lyric melodies for this one and like the lyrics. But got there in the end, lots of trial and error. This one's Ethereal. No music video for this one. I need to make, you know on Spotify you get the visuals. You know on Spotify you get the visual pictures. I need to make them for all of the tracks. I haven't done it. Need to come up with something creative, you know? Yeah, what do you all think of Ethereal? Do you think it's a bop? Lyric vid. Oh yes, did I make a lyric video? I did make a video for Ethereal, but I don't think it had lyrics on it. Yeah. It is on there, but there's no lyrics for it. Yeah, I do need to do lyric videos, I do. The Siren one was cool, but it took a really long time to make that. It was a lot of work, and I had more time because it was over lockdown. I actually opened with this one after Brain Fog, which was cool. Love this one. All about those little vocal sample chops. Thank you. It's a fun one. I put the emote wall up here so that we can see them all floating up. I've spilt drink on my shirt as well, I've just realised. I can see it on the light. Amazing. I don't know how I've done that. Yeah, get the planets out. Woo! Told ya. Yeah, ethereal. We've got the artwork for it. Yeah. This one's a nicer song because it's, you know, it's about finding someone who you really enjoy spending time with or someone you love. And just like going through life with them, having fun, you know, doing really fun things together. In the actual story though, in the actual like story of the album, it's actually a bit darker than that. It's not like everything is not as it seems kind of thing, but the actual concept of the song, the generic concept, is a good one. It's a nice one. It's a positive one. The BBC should air the album again. Oh, that would be amazing. I actually need to upload all the other tracks to BBC Introducing, but I have to make cut downs or radio edits because a lot of my tracks are like over 4 minutes and radio won't really play those. So I was told last time, a bit of advice was to make cut downs of the tracks specifically for radio. So I need to do that, and then once I've done that, I'll submit them and we'll see what happens. You. Yeah, I thought it'd be fun to like play around with vocal samples and vocal chops in that song. I think that was one of the main goals as well, is to play more with vocal effects and things. Then your U key got stuck down and we went with it. You. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. But that would be incredible. It would be incredible. We've got to shoot the shot and see what happens. Radio edits will bleep out every other word so you sound like a rapper. But luckily I don't have any swears in my songs, which is surprising because I swear all the time. But in my songs they are non-swears. They don't have any swears. But I hope you like Ethereal, and then I guess the next one is Mecca. After Mecca, we're gonna have to get more prosecco though, because we're running low. So I have to get some more. Lyrics for all ages, streams for grown-ups. Yes. Exactly. So Mecca is next. Mecca, and that was just a wild one. To be honest, when I made it, I think again started making this one on Twitch, but I think I took it off of Twitch quite quick. Mecca, sorry Becky, but every time I hear the intro, I remember your performance. Not the bandstand, when the track restarted on you. Oh my gosh, yeah. I think when I went to trigger a vocal effect, and I think I accidentally, like, where the Novation Launchpad and Novation Launch P have like overwriting mappings on the buttons, I accidentally tapped a button on when I went to trigger the vocal effect on the knob, and they're really sensitive, so I think I just brushed over it with my thumb, like I didn't press it, and it restarted the track. I was like, oh no. Oh, Mr. Kane, thank you so much. It was savage, Kev, but that was a different gig. This time I laid out some of my songs differently, so that rather than just having a one track, I've split them a bit more out into sections as a backup, just in case I have to restart. Like, say if it cut out or I had to like restart a little bit, then at least I've got like, oh, it starts from the chorus. Oh, I've got it starting from the verse 2 or breakdown. It's like readily prepped just in case something like that happens. It's difficult because it's not a live band, so you can't just restart from where you left off. Like, it's not as easy as that necessarily. Mr. Kane, how are you? Are you good? Oh, my apparently my headset is low. Hang on. I'm gonna charge it. I've exhausted the power. Super clip management skills. Yeah, it's a learning experience, because I used to do that, but then I thought my sets were just too complicated. So I actually just stripped down my sets to make them more simple, so that I could just focus more so on singing, because my songs are very singy. And they're not easy to sing either, a lot of them. So having to like try and multitask on clip management, it was just too much. So in general, I try to limit the amount I will do that, because it just distracts me from the actual vocal performance, which takes a lot of concentration. I hear it on the album and expect to hear you say, let's do that again. But yeah, let's play Mecca. It is an upbeat song. It was very out there. I started writing it on Twitch with you lot, and it was so like I felt like it wasn't good enough for the album, to be honest. When I first wrote it, I was like, this song's weird. I was like, this song's really weird. I don't know whether it's like a thing. And then the more I worked on it, and this was before I wrote the chorus and the lyrics, it was very out there, and I just wasn't sure about it. But the more I worked on it, the more I like made myself finish the song, got the lyrics down. I was like, you know what, actually, this is quite catchy. I was like, I like this song. I think it should go on the album. It's upbeat and like faster than a lot of the tracks, so. And it's got this really cool like scratchy synth. Dun, da, 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 da. And it's kind of, I wanted it to be very video gamey. There's a lot going on in your live sets. It's mainly like vocal effects and things. Oh, thank you, Jazz. So, yeah, it's sometimes tough, but you just gotta remain calm when things go wrong like that. You turn the pitch up a little on it. Okay, so I didn't turn the pitch up, but I wanted to emulate turning the pitch up. I wanted it to sound like I'd done it. That was like the goal for the verses. So I actually like put on a weird voice. I put on a weird voice when I sung it. But then like this bit and the breakdown is like normal singing. Because yeah, I wanted to turn the pitch up, but I was like, how do you turn the pitch up? I'd have to sing in a different key and then pitch it, I was thinking. It's also really heavily auto-tuned as well, because I wanted it to be like that. Like, it was a deliberate effect to make it sound that way. Yeah, and I once heard as well, so have any of you seen, right, there's actually this is a story. So I once heard a rumour, the lyric, right? I was watching the Umbrella Academy loads when I was writing the lyrics. Have any of you seen the Umbrella Academy? This is pitched, this bit's pitched, FYI. I run my voice through a granular synthesizer, and it come out with this. I was like, yeah, we can loop this, it's cool. We'll pitch it high and make it sound weird. And then I was like, it sounds weird, but I'm going to put it in there anyway. So yeah, that was Mecca. So have any of you seen The Umbrella Academy? Flute pyrotechnics for the next gig. I know, I always think of, oh, what film is it? Where he like lights the flute. Anchorman, right? He does like the jazz solo. And he goes under the toilet cubicle as well. So, yeah, so the lyric I heard a rumour, or I once heard a rumour, in the Umbrella Academy, each character has powers, and one of the main characters, her power, she can like tell people what to do, or like control people by saying I heard a rumour. She'll basically say to them, I heard a rumour, and then she'll say that you left the building, and then that person would like leave the building. And I just thought it was a really like interesting superpower. It was such a random line, like I heard a rumour, but I thought it was really cool. And then I just put it in the song because I thought it was quite cool. Being in the room when you belted stuff was awesome. Oh, thank you, Jazz. You're trying to manipulate us. No, I'm not. I'm just telling you the story behind the lyrics. I'm telling you the story. Okay. I'm going to very quickly... He's outside of the building now. He cannot hear it. Yeah, I think when they reach the end of their instruction, they like lose the like spell on them or whatever it is. You have superpowers. And also Mecha is like, you know, Diva from Overwatch, she's like in a mech suit. Or in Cyberpunk as well. They actually have mechas in Cyberpunk, which I thought was cool because I wrote Mecha before, I named it before Cyberpunk came out. So I was like, yeah. But yeah, like the imagery behind it is like being in a mech suit, like in like a video game, like cyberpunky kind of style. So I am going to go top up my Prosecco. I'll be back in just a sec, everyone. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to give you some tunes while we wait. Just so you're not left in silence. I was listening to some happy hardcore on the plane and thought Becky hardcore would be good. Oh, what is it? Is that like the balloon song? Is it? Or in Xenoblade Chronicles X, or in Anthem, or Demon X Machina. I haven't seen those. Xenoblade Chronicles I've heard of though. I think I played a little bit of that once. Maybe it was the Gundam franchise in the 80s that made mechas so popular. I have no idea. Like Scooter. Logical song, How Much Is the Fish? Scooter. So the next song we've got on the album is Afterglow. It's track number 5. Afterglow it's actually like a relatively faster BPM, but well, it's 132, I think. 131, I think, 131 BPM. But it's like a slow song. And it was very like Purity Ring inspired actually. I was listening to loads of Purity Ring when I wrote this. So I was experimenting again with like vocal samples. and like trying to layer in like vocal samples and layers. I also listened to a bunch of anime music on my way to the gig and felt proper main character energy. I do love it. I love a good like anime like opening song. So epic. The Tokyo Ghoul one is very good. And the One Punch Man one. And Attack on Titan. All very catchy. Yeah, Afterglow. So Afterglow has like a story to it that's unrelated to the actual like album story. But it has like 2 stories. So when I originally wrote Afterglow, I was thinking about like a ship, like a spaceship AI falling in love with its captain, but was never being seen by the captain. So it was very lonely. And it could only watch. It was only able, the AIs are able to go on the journey with you know, with the person it fallen in love with. It was able to explore the galaxy, but it was never truly seen. Never truly seen. Deep. I'm sorry, Dave. I can't let you do that. Portal. Oh my god. There's too many crossover episodes here. No, because this one is a good AI. It's not a bad AI. Hang on, what's I'm Sorry Dave? I thought it was from Portal. Did I just make that up? Did I get the wrong reference? How 9,000? I got it wrong, didn't I? I got it wrong. How? I'm Sorry Dave. A Space Odyssey. I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've seen that. Is it a movie? Oh, it's a film. You heard the intro already. Was that in the Cyberpunk thing? In Cyberpunk? I've never seen a Space Odyssey. So, would you say it's worth a watch, but maybe in 2 sittings or something? Cue it to watch one day. Yeah, I feel like I need to add it to the list. I would like to see it. There's lots of. I did watch the new Cyberpunk actually. I did watch the new one. Not yeah, Cyberpunk. It's not new now, but I didn't watch it when it came out. Okay, 2 sittings might be mandatory. Okay. So this is like the vocal layers. It's like all layered around and like panned, delayed. I don't know what that was. Edge! Thank you so much for the lurk. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Thank you for the lurk. I hope you're doing good. Thank you for coming in. So this whole bit is like the AI quite happy that it's going on this journey, having a great time, like really enjoying it. But then realizes that it obviously like stands no chance, and like really like thinks about. I think really has like an existential crisis, realizing what it is. All I am, basically, is like the lyric here, where it's like realising that it's going to be forever alone, really. And it's not real necessarily or alive. Hologram, all I am, hologram. than we did sad vocals. This is fast becoming my fave on the album. Is it? That's pretty cool. I wasn't sure. I don't know what my fave is. It's so interesting hearing everyone's like favorites. And it's got loads of little pretty like bells panned around. It's supposed to sound a bit cheesy. Yeah, so that was Afterglow. TFW. What does TFW mean again? You're a hologram alone for the win. Is it the for win? For the win. Oh, okay. Pardon me. I have a video of you playing Afterglow at Dektronics on YouTube. Seems so long ago. I know. I don't think the song really changed. It was pretty finished at that point. But it's actually really, it's like surprisingly difficult to sing that song live because it's not a high song in general. Like it's very much like not my like high range. But it sits, I've learnt this because I've been having singing lessons. Afterglow sits very like annoyingly on my breaking point of my like range, and every singer has a breaking point in their vocal range, and because it sits there, it's like it like almost like strains my voice. So I need to like really practice it and learn how to sing it well, because it's like really like tiring on the vocals, which is interesting because it's not like a high song. My breaking point matches all the nearby glass objects. Yeah, I don't think it really changed then, Dom. I think I'd finished that song. It was one of the first ones I finished. I think it was maybe like the second or third song I'd started writing for the album as well. Like it was very early days, that one. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. I've been on the internet for quite some time. Oh my gosh. Oh, Barto, sorry. After Colours and Ethereal, having a slower song is pretty. Yeah, it works. I think it works quite well, doesn't it? Because the first few songs have a kind of 4 to the floor kick, dun dun dun, and then Mecca's more like dun 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 dun, dun. And then Afterglow is just like, oh god, calm down now. Mecca was too much. I need to chill. We're going to bask in the Afterglow now. Neon Centipede, it's been such a grower for me. Plus, you know, I've heard it more recently. I know. I haven't forgotten either. I will get it done. Jazz, I remember watching a YouTube series where someone vlogged doing vocal exercises, courses to extend your range over months. And he did extend his. Yeah, it is interesting. I'm really lucky. I do have a really good range in vocals. It's just taking the lessons really to learn about breath work. I've learnt so much, and actually I've been having lessons with Beth from Infraviolet, who played last night too, and they've been going so well. I'm really enjoying them, and I'm discovering like new things about my voice and like new ways to sing. So I want to continue, because I'm going to continue having them because I think it'll be really, really good. I don't think I could have played a whole hour. I think I played about an hour last night. I don't think I could have done it without the lessons, because I really was tired by the end of it. So it really makes a difference. So the next song, I remember I was staying at my parents'. I had like a few days at my parents', I think, for a long weekend. And this is Space Jellyfish. And I was chilling on the sofa with my MacBook because I cannot rest. I have to work all the time, just because I don't know. And I was like, I'm going to make some music on my laptop with my headphones on, just chilling like, on the sofa. And I was like, oh, I need to make like an interlude track for the album. I was like, that would be really fun if I make an interlude track. And then I wrote Space Jellyfish, but it ended up being like 3 minutes long. And I was like, this isn't an interlude track anymore. So So it's supposed to only be like a minute, but it ended up being like 3 minutes, and it's like it's 3/4, very chillaxed, and I started writing it at my parents', but then I did bring it on stream. I did bring it on stream, and we did a few sessions on it live. The jellyfish grew, and I had this whole imagery in my head, and I remember Bila coming into the stream when we were writing this, and I was talking about it. Ow, bang me elbow. I was talking about it. It is like, I imagine floating in a sea of like jellyfish, but like in space, but like being at the bottom of the sea and seeing all the stars on the surface, but then having like really chilled jellyfish like floating around you and just being in like this like trance like state. That was like the imagery that I had when I wrote the track. So it starts off with this very like, I'd say interlude like introduction. It's just like atmospheric, yeah, underwater space, exactly, that is it. Atmospheric like synths. And when I played it live, I actually did some flute improv just before playing the track. It was really cool. I had never done it before. Live, I'd never done it, and I put it through like a granular synthesizer live, and the flute, it just sounded so like crazy. It was so cool. I'd like play a note, and then it would like feedback and like play it all weird, and it went down so well. And then I blended it into this track, so it was almost like an introduction into this track. So you've got this like 50-second intro, and then it comes in with the actual song. Oh yeah, what did you say the time signature was on this? Something confusing as I recall. So actually this is, it's in 3/4 I think, or 6/8 or something. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's like a waltz, I think. I don't know actually. It does change at the end, but it's only for a few bars. I think it goes into like 7/8 or something at the end. I don't know why I did that. I was like, oh, I need to be really cool and put a 7/8 song in. No, it was only Pete. Hi, I've been doing amazing. Thank you. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. Album listening party. Woo! We're on Space Jellyfish at the moment. So yeah, this song like signifies change, I think, and growth as well. Just general change in life, big changes in life, and growth as well, personal growth, and like realizing as well how tough life can be, and like some of the like really hard decisions you have to make as well, and upheaval and change. I'll tell you when it changes. I love a bit of 5/4. I really want to write a 5/4 song again. I did a 5/4 song in Saga intro track. I need to do another one. But it has to be like 5/4 in a way that's like not too 5/4. You know what I mean? 7/8, that's some craziness. I know, I don't know why I did it. It was because it was supposed to be like weird sounding at the end. I wanted it to sound weird. I'll tell you when it changes. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's gonna change. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here. It's like 7/8. But you can't really tell. It's only when you really want to analyse the track and you want to know it, it's when it's like you can't figure that out. You can't figure that one out because you can't really tell. The synths are quite like low key there. It's hard to tell where the beat is. Pete, time signatures are nothing. It's polyrhythms you want to play with. I love a polyrhythm actually. I don't know if I really do that much. I think I've done it a bit with Crescent on the drums maybe, and the bass, I think. But I'm not 100% sure actually. But yeah, I had a crazy idea earlier, and I know it probably wouldn't work, but it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. I was like, what if you wrote a 5/4 techno track? It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. I know it wouldn't work, but I was like, I had this like intrusive thought. I was like, 5/4 techno. 5/4 techno. I was like, no, don't get this crazy idea because it won't work. There's a reason why it's not being done. It has to be 4/4 for DJing. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, next. Okay, so next is Into the Dark, isn't it? It was really interesting actually trying to order the tracks for the album because I had to think about vinyl release too. I never really knew anything about vinyl, but they have like a certain amount of time you can have on each side, and my songs are really long, so having a 12-track album is like not good for vinyl. It's just not good. I didn't know that. I had to cut one of the interlude, I think Spirited Away, off the vinyl. Yeah, they're in production right now. They're limited edition. I think there's like 4 left to order. But they're being made probably, I think they'll be ready in like February time. But that's a very rough guess. Space underwater vibes are real. Pete, I've got a song at the moment. Drums are playing triplets in 4/4, but the guitar riff is something like 9/8. Goes out of sync and then meets up later on. Oh my god, that is so cool though. I love that. I used to listen to a lot of math rock. I used to love Marmosets. I still love them, but I used to love them. Listen to a lot of like mathy stuff. I just loved how they just so seamlessly went into different time signatures. It was pretty cool. Okay, right, let's remove this. So, next up, we've got Into the Dark. And I made a lyric video for it when this first came out, and this track I wrote, I think it was towards the end of 2019, like before the pandemic. No, it was during the pandemic it came out, because no, it was the end of 2020. It was the end of 2020. That was it. Because it was during the pandemic and I had to self-isolate. Okay. This is me self-isolating at home and I was bored. And I had this song coming out and I was like, I'm going to make a lyric video in my bedroom. Like, I'm just going to muck around in my bedroom. I'm going to put a sheet up, muck around, do some outfit changes, and then just see how it looks like. And maybe I'll like make a lyric video out of it. And the footage, and I filmed it on my phone as well, and the footage came out pretty well. So yeah, we didn't play the Colours music video. We can maybe play that again at the end. But yeah, Into the Dark. And I put these like little graphics around the edges to make it more interesting. And I played with like colour as well. And this is when I had long hair. I really miss my long hair. Everyone, I want my long hair back. Home music videos are the best. The war is coming, you ask me how I know. Home music videos are the best. I feel it in my skin, I feel it in my bones. The ground is trembling, the building blocks. You know, just wait a year or two. Yeah, it's not working. I've been growing it for ages. I have started getting it cut again though, so it should hopefully grow. It was pretty dead at this point though. You lost it, you don't wanna see a misfit, your words don't mean a thing. Say it again, say it again, say it again, say it again. Yeah, it's just like this crazy video, just having fun, like mucking around. I was just bored. But I was really happy with how it came out. Oh, it's cut off for you, isn't it? It's alright, we'll sort it out later. Yeah, I was like, the lyrics are cut off on the stream. I feel like it brought out my inner crazy, which was perfect for the music video. Like I was a bit going loopy at this point, so but I feel like it worked. It was like a cool persona. Oh yeah, this is me like pretending to be like a robot. And that's like cyberpunk reference. You know the blue hologram in Cyberpunk, the movie? It looks like her. She looked at just a minute ago. Her. That blue one. Into the dark. What's your vocal range? Oh, I actually don't know. I think this song. This song. That chorus is like the highest I can belt, but that's pushing it, and it's not easy. I can't really do it live. Or I'm like learning how to do it live because it's really up there on the belt. But I'm learning how to, like, I think that's like a B. I don't know what B it is though. And then I can go up to head voice as well, which is like higher. I actually don't know. I don't know. I'm just talking, but I don't know what my vocal range is. It's been a while since I've actually like figured that out again. This video feels really freeing, like you're just dancing around, not bothered. Yeah, exactly. Like it was just fun. That's all it was. I kind of want to do it again for another song, but I don't want to like copy what I've already done. But it was so easy to put together, and it was just fun. And that's what you want really sometimes, because you know, going out shooting a music video, it is like Crescent. I was up at like 4 in the morning. I didn't get home till midnight shooting that. It was you know, it was a long day. And it was quite nice with Into the Dark to just you know, whack up a sheet, 2 hours of recording done. Pete, me too. I'm trying to learn how to sing high notes using my full voice and not head voice. Yeah, like developing your range. I've learned there's like a mid voice between belt, chest belt, and your head voice. There's like a middle bit around here. It's like sits here, and that's like the one I should be using for Into the Dark to do live. And I've done it in my singing lessons. I've hit it. And it was like amazing. I was like, oh my God, I can actually do it. It was the best feeling. But it's just slowly like, it's practice and getting that into a place where I'll be able to do that at a gig, because it's different at a live show. When you've played like 5 other songs before it, your voice is tired. So, and it's like that scare, and like you get scared. Like, oh, what if I don't hit the note? It's somewhere between a semitone and 10 octaves. Hey, St. Love, how you doing? The Crescent video is mwah. I'm upgrading, exactly. I think Crescent is next on the album. It is, yeah. Yeah, Into the Dark was really fun, and I just wanted to like improve my production, and I really think that song, because it was like the first song after Siren and like the EP, I think it was just like a massive improvement overall production wise. And songwriting wise, so it was like a like important song to make, you know what I mean, like the mix of it, mixing like all the stuff in behind the mixing. It was a whole like learning process, really trying to be better at it. If that makes sense. I haven't even changed the song name to Into the Dark, but we've we've moved on now. It's fine. Crescent is up next. You got a new MacBook at some point too. Oh my god, yeah, my old MacBook like broke, didn't it? It was like on its last legs, and I think it just went. And then I ended up getting a new one on finance, which is finished. I finished paying it off 2 months ago. Yeah. Woohoo! But the battery on this one's almost gone, so I mean they're rubbish. They're really rubbish. Because with the new ones you can't replace the parts, but with like the 2010, 2011 ones, which is the one I used to have, you can replace the batteries and stuff. No, I can't. No, I've got to just keep this now. That's it. But it is amazing. I love it. I love the new MacBook. It meant I could do loads of music streams because I could. Do you remember the scuffed music streams off the old laptop? It was so scuffed, and I had to use my laptop webcam as well because it just didn't like I couldn't use my Logitech one. It just didn't like it. I couldn't do it. So I had to use my laptop webcam, right? And it was the worst angle. I would sit there making music and it was like, you know where the laptop's like down. So it was like down, like it was like below me. It was nose cam. It really was. It was good times. It was good times. I didn't care. I was just like, fuck it. Like, this is what it is. It really was a chin and nostril cam. It was. It was. But you just got to roll with these things sometimes. I'm not bothered. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't that bothered. Right, Crescent. Oh my god, Crescent. Wrote this song when we did the whole Bloodborne stint of the Bloodborne challenge run. It was that was a journey, wasn't it? That the Bloodborne one. Yeah, get your Crescent emotes out. Woo! Yeah, so it's very much like a cyberpunk and Bloodborne like crossover episode, and the music video is so cool. It's like such a weird like mix of things. And yeah, your outfits for this video. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I put the outfits together. Originally, I wanted to find like dystopian outfits, but it just didn't work out that way. Because originally we were going to try and film in London, because it's like, you know, quite like Bloodborne-y buildings sometimes, but we couldn't find anywhere. It's busy. There was nowhere to really shoot. So in the end, we decided to do this like green screen thing in this like room. It was so cool. And yeah, it came out. I love it. I love it. I think it's so cool. Should we watch it? Should we watch it now? Epilepsy warning as well, because this music video does contain like fast like flashes and stuff, and like lots of bright lights and things. So it will last for like 5 minutes or so. If only it had been not busy like a lockdown or something. I know! We were out of lockdown at this point, I think. But yeah, it's very like Bloodborne. Like I feel like at this part of the cyberpunk, this part of the album story, it starts to actually get a bit like fantasy. It gets like, it's saying a cyberpunk universe, but there is more to it. Like in Bloodborne, there's like a deeper, darker layer of like, you know, like entities, powerful entities are like there in the world. So this is where it starts to kind of creep into the album, that kind of like fantasy crossover. I wore the crown at the gig, but it didn't last long because one of the moons fell off. So I just took it off. I was like, I'm not coming forward. The attacking crown, yeah. Yeah. But it was so weird being on a set. Like, it was weird being on a set with an actual, like, camera person and a director. And people were, like, in the other room. It was a really cool experience, but it was like, it felt like so weird. It took a while to like feel relaxed and get into it. But yeah, I wanted like the crescent, like earrings and moons. Oh, thank you, Saint Lorm. I appreciate that. It was a bit of a beast. It was a bit. It's probably the hardest song on the album to mix. It was like the hardest one. I mean, they all are, but this one has so much space in between, which is hard with so much going on. Thank you. That's exactly what I was going for. I wanted it to sound really like empty, but also there's a lot going on. Because I wanted it to sound dark and like fantastical and like, you know, otherworldly, basically. Otherworldly and far away and creepy and yeah. Still a classic. Yeah, I remember when I sent Neon Sensitive all the stems, and you were like, "Oh my god, how many vocal stems do you have?" I was like, there was a lot of vocal layers. It was horrible. It was awful to mix. Barto, what is their main business? Videos or movies or something else? I think it's like, I think they work a lot on trailers and things, and they do movies and stuff. They like for like green screen filming. I'm really lucky because my friend works there and he wanted to make a music video, so he helped me. He did me a favour. And in this video as well, I was playing a lot of Bloodborne at the time, so each person you see actually signifies a different like creature in Bloodborne. So this one here, or at least sorry, when it's Bloodborne related, this one is the hunter with like the gothic like neck thrill, and the one with the blue crown is what are those blue creatures in Bloodborne? I forgot what they're called. They've gone. And anyway, the one with the horns is like the beasts. All of the beasts in Bloodborne. Oh, what are they called? That's going to annoy me. What are the blue creatures called in Bloodborne? The horns are so cool. Thank you, Retro. They have made a few like stream appearances. A few stream appearances. And actually, that was supposed to be the Crescent cover artwork on. That was supposed to be the Crescent cover artwork, but it ended up being the colours in the end, just because of the way the images were put into the city. You couldn't change it. Like you couldn't change it, the artwork, after we'd like made it basically. But it was fine. Colours, it still looked cool. But yeah, actually, a little fun thing that some of you may have not seen, but I actually revealed the album artwork in this video, and I don't think anyone's noticed. Can anyone see it? Right, can anyone see it? I'm playing it now. Can anyone see it? There it is. It was right at the start, and no one said, like, no one pointed it out, and no one was like, oh, I've not seen that artwork before on any singles. So yeah, the album artwork was made ages ago. I actually got it made before any of the others. Yeah, this one is probably the most something sounding track, whatever the X Factor is. Thank you, Jazz. Was well timed for Halloween 2021. Yeah, yes. It was like a very good like timing, I think. Celestial emissary. Yeah, what are they called? They're a certain type of bloodborne creature. What are they called? They've got a certain name. Like the type they are. They're like a type. So you've got like beast. Kin. They're called kin. So yeah, the blue one with the blue crown is like a kin, and then you've got the hunter and the beast. The kin, the hunter, and the beast. All like bloodborne kind of representations, but actually, the city in this is in the crescent. It's in the oh my god. Speak, lady. So you know the Crescent artwork's very bloodborne with all the eyes, but actually the city in this is in the album cover. The city is in the album cover, and the moon from the Crescent artwork's in the album cover, and the stars from Colours are in the album cover, and the blue crystals from Ethereal is in the album cover. I don't know if anyone's like picked up on that. Smurfs, no wait, that's something else. The artwork in the city too, yeah. Saint Love, just tucked in a tenner on your bank. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm guessing you bought something. Thank you so much. Thank you. Little Easter egg, a little billboard Easter egg. It was hiding behind pizza. Yeah, I think I did post. I think there was like a clue. I think I did post at one point in Discord. There was a clue in that video somewhere. Did Jake spot it though? I don't know actually. Yeah, he knew what was going on, because I did ask for all of the I can't remember what I asked for now. The blue guys are kin. Yeah, that's it. Kin. They're Kim. So yeah, that was Crescent, and that is probably my favourite song. I love it. It's really fun. The next song is a bit sadder. Oh, actually, one sec. I'm just gonna get more water. More water for me, I think, and maybe a bit more prosecco, and then we'll go on to The Void. Okay, it's hard to pick face, but Crescent is up there. Yeah, I think I enjoyed producing it the most. Like it was a bloody hard, tough job, but it was really fun to write and also just make. It's like generally a fun one. The Void, yes. Oh, thank you, Barto. The Void is dope stuffs. Water and prosecco break. Is that how I say it? Chair stream, take a seat. Yeah, The Void is a bit darker. It it's about it's basically about dealing with grief and loss. Don't want to bring the mood down. Dealing with grief and loss, sudden grief, and just like processing that experience in life, losing people that are close to you, like suddenly. And I've spoken about this a little bit on stream before, something that happened a few years ago. But yeah, it's basically about dealing with sudden loss and just just going through the motions with it. So it was a dedication to my friends who I lost. And I think a lot of people can relate to that, dealing, with loss. So it was a dedication. And I think it's quite catchy, actually. Like, it's quite, like, it's a bit chilled, but then the chorus, like, builds up. I feel a shadow. Yeah, and yeah. It was just because it's so hard to talk about. No, it's fine to talk about. I just don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. I've lost a few friends over the years. It's really hard. It's really hard. And also, I think it's actually it's like accepting it. It's accepting that it's happened. It's like really difficult to get your head around it. It just doesn't. It's just like it does. It's just. I don't know. Yeah. It's so hard for your brain to like accept it that this is the thing that's happened, and there's nothing you can do about it except for move forward and like roll with the motions and roll with the waves of grief, and like everyone reacts in different ways as well. Hey Aria, thank you so much for the lurk. I'm no pro to keep news from friends, and I realised it the hard way on graduation day. Barto! It takes a while to accept it. It's like a journey, I think. It's a journey. And I wrote this song about my friends, and it was basically just about like dealing with the grief, not being able to accept it, because you go through all these weird questions in your head, like, why did it happen? Could I, like, it always like, could I have done anything to change it? Like, if I'd only done this, if I'd only done that, like they would have got there like 5 minutes later and it wouldn't have happened. You go through all of these like crazy thoughts, like intrusive thoughts, don't you? And it really is, this song is really just like going through the motions. And I remember I had a dream about my friend, and he said in my dream, he was like, Becky, I'm okay. And yeah, I kind of incorporated that into the song as well. It was like, I feel like that was my brain like coming to terms with it, if you know what I mean. Kirsty, welcome in. Hope you're well and hope your gig went well. Kirsty, oh, it was amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How are you? We're just doing an album listening party. I'm talking about all of the songs on the album. Oh my God, Bart, I'm so sorry. Wally, hey. Hey, Bart, I'm sorry. It's really sad. Life can be really cruel. It's hard to find closure on unexpected events like that. There's no right way to process it. Exactly. Everyone processes it differently. Some people get angry, some people get sad, some people just go like, they like turn their emotions off and like distract themselves. Like everyone's different. I always hear about people gaining some form of acceptance in their dreams. Yeah, it was interesting. It was a really vivid dream as well. Vivid dream. And I'll never forget it. I'm good, thanks. So glad to hear the show went well. Thank you, Kirsty. Thank you so much. That suddenly explains why he was so much in a hurry in life. Oh, Barto. And he kept it to himself. It's horrible. It is horrible. It's horrible. Horrible. So yeah, the album kind of took a dark turn there. But it is supposed to. Like, I feel like after Crescent, it's like kind of the first half of the album is very like cyberpunk, in the cyberpunk world, and in the cyberpunk world. Yeah, I feel like it's like a warming track. Like, it doesn't necessarily feel sad when you listen to it, but I feel like when you really sit down and listen to the lyrics, I don't know whether you really get it at first, but I think if you sit down and really listen to the lyrics, you can probably like decipher it, like kind of what it's about. But the first half of the album is quite, I don't know, happy in a way. Like, it's all, you know, like, oh, you know, doing all this. And then the second half of the album, or at least the you know, Crescent into the dark, it's like starts off good, and then it's like, I pick up my arms and venture into the dark, and then that means like going into like the dark bit, the dark stage of the story. Hey Rochelle, hi, how are you? And then into the void, and then into Crescent, and then into the void. Is it in the order you wrote them, or did you shift things about? So I shifted things about to fit with the overall story of the album, because it's kind of a very conceptual album as well. There is like a story to it. I find it really hard to say the story, but when I write songs, I don't necessarily have, like, when I initially write a song, I don't think, oh, this is going to be about this situation, or this is going to be about this situation. I write it in a way that's more of like imagery. Like, I have like an image story in my head, and I write it about that. So the album is like set in a cyberpunk like universe, alter reality, and it has a story. And so this part of the album's a bit like, starts to get a bit more dark, ethereal kind of. I was like, we were playing so much Bloodborne, I was like, oh yeah, like there's like something else going on in the world, like really dark, like and then I wrote this song. I actually did write an interlude track called Spirited Away, which is a reference, is a big reference to the movie Spirited Away, because I love it. I love Spirited Away. Have any of you watched Spirited Away? Cyber warfare, stuck in simulations, buildings falling down, it's all a jaunty dance. It's all related to the cyberpunk. With Tom Hanks. Oh my God, I don't know. Is he one of the voice actors in it? It's a Studio Ghibli movie. The Studio Ghibli one. And it's got like No Face in it. I used to watch it when I was little, and I just loved it. Are you confused? No worries, Barto. It's the one with like, is it called No Face? The one with like the mask, and he just eats all the people. It's like really scary. It's like really disturbing. There are actually some really disturbing parts in the movie, but it's really cool. I really like it. It's a very beautiful film. But I wrote this track with no relation to Spirited Away, but I just liked, for some reason the name just came to me, I think, as a working title, and then I was like, actually I quite like it, so we're going to keep it. But it's kind of similar to Brain Fog in a way, like it's quite experimental. I wrote this on Twitch when I was living with my parents. I remember we wrote this on Twitch, this one. And The Void, actually, and Crescent. We wrote them all on Twitch, but the chorus in Crescent was so different when I first wrote it. So different. So this is supposed to be like really ethereal and like, all the tracks are, I think. Oh my God, Rochelle, you've got Spirited Away. A No Face, yeah, you've got one. So I think this is like an interlude track after the character in the story as well has like experienced loss and has lost someone, and it's like signalling change in a way, but they haven't actually lost someone to death. They've lost someone who's kind of turned to the dark side, if you know what I mean. I don't know if that makes any sense. I feel like I need to go into proper detail about the story for it to really make sense. Something flying in the aether, yeah. So that was Spirited Away. It's quite short and sweet. Track number 10. Because originally I wanted an interlude around like track 7 or 8, but Space Jellyfish is kind of like a really long interlude, and I feel like it just works well at track 10. The Dark Side. Honestly, Retro, I'm about to enter my villain arc with the next music we're making. I feel like it's coming. Villain arc. The next song though, Reverie, again, wrote it on Twitch. So when is another Atmosphere, the graphic novel, being released? Oh my god, that would be, even with Saga, like I've always wanted to make a comic of it. But I can't draw. Like, well, I can't. I'm just gonna say I'm okay at drawing, but I'm not amazing at it. Do you know what I mean? I could draw, but it's not gonna be great. Like my Saga EP, I drew that, but you know, it's very not good. And then obviously I got Jake. I did it all properly, and Jake Romano just made it look amazing. So, Space Jellyfish. So the next track is Reverie. And Reverie it's much slower, and I really wanted to write like a slower piano track. And that's what we did. We jumped on Twitch and we started writing Reverie. And I remember in the very early phases, before any lyrics were put on, because I'd always record and write the lyrics off stream because I found it really difficult to do it on stream. So we'd do all the songwriting for the main song like on stream, and then when I felt like it was in a place to do the vocals and mix, I'd take it off stream. And yeah, Reverie. I remember Kev saying it sounded like it was from Resident Evil. Or like someone in chat said it sounded like it was from Resident Evil, and like loads of you agreed. I remember this, and it's so unusual because I don't know whether it still sounds that way with the lyrics on, but the actual instrumentation, and it was really interesting because I didn't think it did. Like it was really interesting to have the outside thought that it could be like in a Resident Evil game. But maybe it was like the instrumentation. I think. Let's hire Jake for the comic. That would be so sick, wouldn't it? Maybe I should get a quote from Jake. Maybe I should get a quote. Silver shades under the night sky. I wanted to escape from every world, but when the wind so it's very raw. I wanted it to sound really raw. And like not that many backing vocals. I wanted it to sound alone because the character in the story is alone at this point. She's just alone in this world. There's like no one. So I wanted it to sound kind of empty in a way. You're covered in white fur. Aw, are you giving her a cuddle? Have you missed her? But essentially, at this point, like, the world is like falling apart as well. So when I say stars and moons fall to ground, in the actual story that's like physically happening. You could just imagine like the stars falling into the ground and creating like explosions, and like the moon like come crashing down like a comet into the world. Basically, like, yeah, the world, like the atmosphere is coming apart. Blue time. Yeah, Rochelle, I don't write about feelings as much as I do I don't write about feelings as much as I do. I like to write stories, and I have a lot of imagery in my head when I write lyrics. But later on, when I listen back to the tracks, I think, oh, that was about this. Like, I was feeling this way, and actually, that's probably what that was about. But I never really know it at the time until later. And I'm like, oh God, like I was feeling that way, and that makes sense. I don't know. I think my brain works a different way to some people's when it comes to writing music. Sounds like my boy. He's found a box to sit in now. Oh, I wish I could give your cats a little stroke. I've heard cats love boxes. Like Tara, my friend Tara said they bought their cat Nova all the toys, but her favourite one is still the box, the cardboard box, the basic cardboard box. She just loves it. It's funny that, isn't it? But this flute, like everything's falling apart. All the world. Very vivid colours, but it's like faded away. And you're just alone in this like pit of nothingness. But accepting it. Very otherworldly. Yeah, I don't know. My brain's a complex thing, I think. I don't know what's going on sometimes. I think I'd need to flesh out the story though. Like it would need to be fleshed out more because it's very like narrow, like the conceptual. I'm just kind of telling you like the imagery stuff that I kind of see in my head when I like write the songs, or like it's like kind of what I see. Rochelle, I have that sometimes when I write poems. Inspiration hits, and then when I look back, I see where it has come from. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And at the time, you just don't know. You don't put two and two together at the time, do you? But that was Reverie. I feel like that quite a lot of people have said that they really like Reverie, and it's quite a different sound to the rest of the songs. Cats love boxes. If it fits, it sits. If it doesn't fit, it still sits. Neon, oh, we just left the plastic box out today and 30 minutes later found him curled up asleep in it. Ah, that's cute. Hursty, put a blanket in a box and a cat will be set for a good month or so. Oh my God, cats are box destroyers. They just love it. Hey Crimson, welcome in. How are you? It's almost like another person on that track. Is it? Yeah, I wanted it to sound quite empty and like raw. And I wanted to like show off a more like natural vocal as well. So there's like less auto-tune on it and like less vocal effects basically, compared to like the other tracks where it's like really like heavily processed and there's loads of vocal effects and samples and stuff. That one's a bit more like low key and chill. Cats love BEKIMACHINE. Tara's cat loves me. I remember I went round her house and I went for a wee, and I wee with the door open because we lived together for ages, so it doesn't matter. And Nova just came in. She came in at the cat. I just heard a bang and I'm really scared. I just heard a bang outside, everyone. I was just like, oh God, what was that? It was like a knock knock. It's probably upstairs or something. But anyway, Nova comes in and she just jumps on my shoulder. I was having a wee. She just jumps on me here. I was like, hello. Having a wee. And Tara was like, she's literally never done that to anyone. She's not even done that to me. She was like, she loves you. I was like, yes. She knows I'm family. Oh, you're tired, Crimson. You're tired. Welcome in. We've been doing the album listening party today. We've been chatting about the album, a bit about the production, a bit about the stories, and typical cat claiming a spot. She does it when Tara like bends over in the kitchen to open a cupboard or pick something up. She'll always just jump on her back. So she'll be like bent over and the cat will just jump on her back. Which I think is quite cute. But Yeah. So that was Reverie. And there's one more song on the album. Jazz, one of my parents' cats used to go on my brother's shoulders a lot. Did it? Like, yeah, I think some of them enjoy it, don't they? Some of them enjoy it. They like being up high. Yeah, that must be what it is. That must be what it is. So yeah, that was Reverie, and then we have one more song on the album called Moon Kissed, and it's like, we wrote it on Twitch as well. Most of these tracks we wrote on Twitch. The majority of it we wrote on Twitch. And it was more like upbeat but still ethereal sounding, but I wanted to write a more, like, when I wrote it I was like, I want it to be more dance, because this is when I was getting into like techno and melodic house. Oh my goodness, Yorick, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Hey Julie, welcome in. How are you? I would imagine a moon kiss being quite dry. Yorick was playing Beat Saber. Yorick, how are you doing? I don't see you live often, but glad to see you. Thank you so much, Yorick. How are you doing? Welcome in. How was your stream? Welcome to the album launch listening party. Woo! How was Beat Saber? We're just coming up to the final track on my new album. And yeah. How was your stream? We've been celebrating with some Prosecco as well. It was great, like always. Good. I'm glad you had a good stream. The last track on we're just discussing the last track on the album. So I was just saying, it was one that I wrote like on Twitch with the community, and it was when I first like got into like melodic house and techno stuff. So I kind of wanted to create a more dance track. It hasn't really ended up being a dance track, but it's more like, you know, it follows that kind of structure in a way. Profeco fancy, yeah. It's the mouth. It's the teeth at the bottom. What if I do my eye? You can tell I've had a couple. So no, don't screenshot it. No. Moon Kissed. It's still very ethereal though, but it like, I wanted, Hersty, thank you so much for the lurk. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, Moon Kissed is more kind of not housey, but I don't know, trancey. Yeah, it's like, I put it at the end because it was very much, I think it was like it signified change. This album was very much, I think, growth and change are like the key themes. They're the key themes in this album. Because I started writing it in a period of my life where there was a lot of change, like just loads of change. So and then there's growth coming out of that change. So I think that's what really like the main like themes of the album. This is the vibe. Thank you, Julie. I'm glad you like it. But yeah, the song name, again, it comes a bit Bloodborne-y, like with the whole moon stuff, and it being like otherworldly, like the moon like signifies change in Bloodborne, and I just like, I came up with the word Moon Kissed, and I thought that was a cool name. And I put it at the end of the album because I felt like it was quite a different song to the others, more like kind of dancey. And I felt like, yeah, I felt like it signified that quite well. Change. It has this like dancing, like the lead, a little bit of flute. I played a lot of flute in my gig last night, but I didn't realise, so I was wearing a ring on this finger, right? And it really fucked up my flute playing because I couldn't press my button. You use this finger to press a button, and it was really difficult to press the button because my ring was in the way. So lesson learned there. I won't be wearing a ring on my finger for a gig. When I need to play the flute, I'll have to make sure it's on certain fingers. Barto, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I started writing it, I think in like April 2020, I want to say. April 2020 was the first song, which I think was either Into the Dark. I started writing first, Into the Dark, or Afterglow, I'm pretty sure. I feel like it was Into the Dark, Afterglow, and Ethereal were the first three that I started writing, but Ethereal was one of the last I finished. And I think I finished the last of the songwriting in like May, like actually mixing, like finished this year, and then I got it all mastered and everything else. I appreciate it. I think it's like it's only hitting me now after that gig we did yesterday. How like proud I feel of actually doing it and seeing it come to fruition. That should be weird to see it come and be done. Yeah, but it really is. It really is. Like I bet it's been a bit of a whirlwind, especially at the album launch. Like there were so many people there. I wasn't expecting it to be as busy as it was, and so it was amazing. Like the atmosphere and I think now having it come out and seeing people's reactions, like all of your reactions and how much you've enjoyed the album, like and seeing reviews from bloggers and stuff, like it's just. I figured it'd take a couple of days to sink in. Yeah, I feel it's a good feeling. Like it is a good feeling. It's like now I'm like right, next project. But I think I need to give myself some time, like. A bit of time off from not from music. I will be working on some other stuff, but I think I'll probably do a few collabs to fill out the rest of the year. I think now it's time to market it everywhere. Exactly, Barto. It never ends. I've got to be TikToking. I remember writing this song on Twitch though, because it really was experimental. I didn't know what I was doing. I'd never written a dance song before. I just did what I thought sounded good. Like when I write a song, I don't really think, oh, like it's not mainstream enough. I don't think like that. Actually, I prefer being more experimental and like trying to think outside the box more. And not, I think it's important not to worry about it too much. It's been fantastic to see so much from beginning to physical. Thank you so much, Kev. I'm really glad you've enjoyed like going on the. I know it was like we started it in 2020, so it was ages ago. The initial project began, but I guess sometimes these things just take a long time to like actually finish. But actually sharing that experience with all of you was the Ableton sessions and the Logic and the dodgy laptop, all of that. The laptop camera. The dodgy angle, all of that. The scuffed music streams. I gave you all a shout out in the gig, by the way. Yeah, the marketing doesn't stop now. I'm going to be marketing this for like another year. Just TikToks every day of each song. We need a second pandemic to get a second album. Oh my god, I don't know. It was such a journey. Definitely an EP. They're a bit easier to manage, I think. I'd love to do another album, to be fair. Like, now that I've actually done it and released it, like, I'm feeling like the pride of it and, like, you know, the afterglow. Song plug. St. Lob, it's always such a weird guilty gap to be in between projects, but it's totally valid. As big a part of art is not making it and processing than it is making. That's so true. It is processing, like, what you've done and what you're going to do, and, like, yeah, just like the aftermath, I think. Barto, I wasn't around there when it started. I missed witnessing most of its creation. Well, do you know, actually, I do have some of the... Do I still have the VODs saved on Twitch? Because I did save some of them. I don't know whether I had to take them down. Oh my god, there is VODs of the album. There is VODs of the album making. If anyone wanted... Obviously, this is a lot of hours of content. But if anyone did ever want to flick through... here is the playlist on Twitch. I don't think it has all of the streams there, but it has a lot of it. It has a lot of it there, and the songs will sound really different because some of the songs went through like multiple reiterations, like changes of choruses and stuff, but you'd see it coming together from scratch. So if you were interested in seeing that process, the collection is available. A full album cycle is like having a child. It's been very intense. As albums go, it's the SL1 rolling through all the Boss's releases. No, I mean, AEW, you're good at albums. Like, you've got multiple albums and they're amazing. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. One was like a mammoth for me. One was a mammoth. I'd love to do another one, but I feel like I might need to like release an EP, like, or something. Retro, I'd pretty much fallen out of listening to music since finding this stream community, it brought back the feeling. Oh my god, that's so amazing. Oh god, I'm getting emotional. That's always made me cry. That's amazing. That I love that. That got me right in the feels. That did. I'm so happy that. I'm so happy. That makes me so happy. Just two at the moment. Third on the go. Yes. Toughest so far. Too much vocals. Yeah, that is. I think vocals take up. I think that. Do you know what I hate? I actually hate recording vocals because it takes hours. It takes hours, and then you have to go through and chop them all up and find the best take. I think that for me is actually a really tedious part of the production. Adding vocals into a track, it's probably like makes it twice as long to make. At least for me, it just takes ages to do. Ages. Okay, while we're like chatting, should we put on another song? Right, that's my alarm. I just need to quickly start running bath. I set my like hot water on. I was like, I'm gonna have a bath before bed because I need to like wind down after the weekend because it's been so busy. So I was like, after the stream, I'm gonna have a nice bath. But it's quite late, so I thought I'd run it like during the end of the stream. So I think I've timed it quite well. I'm gonna just start running. Yeah, it's decompression time, exactly. And you've met Seb, so you can imagine the chaos of recording sessions. It's when you're in the zone, it's fun. But when you get to like, I think it just depends. Like some songs, I think come quite easy when writing vocals and vocal melodies. Sometimes it just comes to you, and you're like, wow, like I've done this really fast. And other songs, like Ethereal, like 6 to 8 months later, I still haven't come up with the lyrics or the vocals because it's like difficult. Like there's no inspiration there. And then all of a sudden you'll get a spark of inspiration and it will just hit you and you'll be like, oh my God, this is it. This is the line. This is the melody. You mean you don't nail them the first time? No. No way. Into the Dark was a journey. As you heard yesterday, because you were there with Tara, we were talking about Into the Dark. My friend Tara, I used to live with her. It was over the lockdown period. We shared a flat together, and I was making the album during that time. And she used to come. She has been in the stream occasionally, but yeah, she used to hear me singing like all the songs, like multiple takes of Into the Dark. Hey Fromers, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. She is a saint because she put up with say it again, say it again, say it again, say it again about 1 million times. So much so that it is ingrained in her brain. Like whenever someone says say that again, in her head she's like, say it again, say it again. She told me. I was like, I'm so sorry I've done this to you. I was like, I'm so sorry, because I really did like sing at the top of my lungs. It's alright though, because she used to sing as well. She was a singer too. She used to sing and work. Say it again memes, yeah. Oh my God, everyone. Thank you so much for just being so supportive of the album. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you like it. Should we play one more song? If you could play one more song now, what would it be? Somebody that I used to know. Somebody that I used to know. I feel like I know the song, but I don't know the way it goes. Never gonna give you up. No, I mean one of my songs. At least chat can't pick a harder one to sing this time. Yeah. I got an encore last night, everyone, and I had a couple of tracks kind of readily available to play. And they were both old ones, and I thought, oh, I'll ask the crowd what they want to hear. So I was like, it's either Siren or Super Machine. And the crowd chose, the majority vote went to Siren, which was a really hard song to sing. And it was right at the end of my set. And I was like, oh. I was like, you're mean, making me sing this now. Hey, Ann Diders, welcome in. How are you? I'm going to play Mecca. We're going to finish on an upbeat song. Because it's the latest single as well. I want to see all your emotes in the chat as well. All the album emotes. Yeah. Is it snowing where you are, Ann Diders? Is it like heavily snowing? Yeah. Oh, they look amazing, don't they? Like proper snowing right now. It's not cold enough to snow, or I guess where you are it's cold enough. You've had hail! Yes, yes! It did hail earlier as well. I got the hail too. It was so brief as well. It was so brief. This track was very grimes and inspired because she does a lot of like high pitched vocals, so I was like trying to like do like the high pitched vocal style. I'm trying to learn like how to do that. Woo! Love Grimes. She's awesome. She is awesome. Easter egg, the final track is Billie Eilish inspired but by Becky's whispering. It's so quiet you can't hear it. Love this bit. Do you like the bit, Kev? It's like a change of pace, isn't it? Future, I'm dead, I'm dead. But yes, for those of you that couldn't make it to the album launch yesterday, do not fret. I filmed it and I recorded the audio for it. Hopefully that came out okay. I don't know yet, I haven't checked it. Fingers crossed. But there is at least video footage of it. So I will be getting on. I'll crack on with getting that sorted for you this week. So hopefully I'll have it ready in the next couple of weeks, and then you can check it out. You can watch Colours. Yes, we should probably watch Colours. Actually, we never got to watch Colours earlier. I forgot. This will be the final track then tonight. We'll watch the Colours music video. Because I made this with my parents, actually. It was really nice. This is when I was living with my parents for a little while, kind of coming out of COVID and in between relocating for a new job. And I was releasing Colours and I really wanted to make a music video for it. So we found this really beautiful like place nearby or like around where my parents live, and picked out an outfit, and my mum made the flower crown that I'm wearing here from the garden, right? She made it in the garden on the day, in the morning. How clever is that? How amazing is that? I know. Mum Machine is a wizard in all things creative. She is. She is. So yeah, we just filmed it in the forest, really. And it was all done on my phone, all done on my mobile phone. My stepdad filmed, and my mum was like the creative, making sure the shots looked good, like the angles and stuff. So it's like it was a very nice like collaborative project, and a really fun day out with my parents as well. Like it was just really, it was a very like fun day, and they loved it. They loved it, and I loved it. It was just really nice. Got the dragonfly. I filmed that bit. I like spotted it. I was like, quick, film. Because I have dragonflies. I've been wanting an Come on, kid, it's family quality time day. We're making a music video. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It was a family day, but we were making a music video. Yeah, and this was fun, trying to do the slow-mo, because I'd never done that before, really, properly. So I spoke to my friend Adam, who did the Crescent music video, and asked him like how to do slow-mo, and he said he was like, you need a higher FPS. So I think I filmed it at 60 FPS, and then the actual video is at 30 FPS. the logistics. Yeah, Kev, the colours emote. Woo! This video has like no relation to the actual story of the album. It was just like a fun project and a fun like visualizer essentially to put with the song. Thank you, Lucian. Thank you. That was also, FYI, that was the most uncomfortable fucking thing. I had to lie on all these different rocks and they were all different jagged points and layers. I looked comfortable, but I was not. You do it for the art though. I had to set a video to free. Lucian, doing amazing, thank you. We've been doing our album launch listening party tonight, coming to the end, and it's been incredible. It's been really fun. Love the flute rave. Oh, Queen of the Wood Elves, yeah. Oh, if only we had elf ears, that would have been cool. The most uncomfortable, that was so uncomfortable, I cannot tell you how uncomfortable. It hurt so much. Lying on the rock. This was so beautiful though, this place. It was stunning. There were so many like amazing like trees with roots and things. Like it was so cool. It was really fun just to explore. So we basically just explored and like found cool places to shoot. Where was it? I can't remember the name of it actually. Off the top of my head, I can't remember the name of it. There's a mistake, yeah. I actually made a mistake in this music video, but no one ever notices it, which is good. Yeah, St. Love. We were interrupted by dog walkers and just general walkers. It was quite funny because they'd walk past and ask what we were doing. But for the most part, it was quite empty. Like, for the most part, it was very empty. It wasn't all the time we were getting interrupted. It was quite rare. It was fun. Beautiful place and amazing music as ever. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I don't know if I wrote... Did I write it in the description where that was? I didn't write where it was shot actually. I can't remember where it was filmed. Sorry. It was a while ago now. It was a while ago. Don't mind me, I'm just summoning forest spirits with my music. Exactly. Because we had to play the track as well. We had to keep playing the track so that I obviously sung it in time. Because timing was really important. Because we had to have a normal version of the track. But I also had to have a really fast, like a 50% speed version and a 30% speed version. Because you film faster to have the slow motion shots. So I'd be like, whisper a warning, and that feels for long, like really fast, and then you slow-mo it. You'd slow it down. It was interesting because I'd never done that on a project before, so it was like a learning process for me on like how to do it too. But I was really happy with how it came out, and I did all the color grading myself as well, and the editing, and I'm happy. I feel like it does have an ethereal thing to it. 1 sec, I'm just gonna check the bath. Yeah, it was a really beautiful, really beautiful area to make it. It was really fun. I want to make another music video. I'm like due another one, I think. It's been a while. It's green to say the least. Yeah, Very green. Very, very green. Have you got the wristband? Oh my goodness. Can't believe it's out, everyone. I can't believe it's out. Could probably use this stream to do YouTube videos, maybe. Also, we do have the gig. The gig will be a good stream. Actually, yeah, that's true. Actually, it could be like per song videos. Yeah, there's so much, Barto. There's so much. So much. So much. Excuse me. I'm getting tired. I've been quite tired. I think we'll probably kind of finish up the stream now. We've listened to all of the album and we've chatted about all of the songs. So I think we'll go raid someone. Should we go raid someone in a minute? Just to give you more work ideas. No, yeah, it's good. It's good. Because I don't really do a lot of YouTube videos anymore, to be honest. I find it really hard to find the time. Perfect time to clock off. Congrats again, Becky, and catch you soon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Thank you for playing yesterday as well. Thank you. Shall we go raid Gemma? Oh my god, Gemma's listening. They're looking at Now That's What I Call Music 47 tourney. I'm not sure what the tournament is, but I remember listening to those CDs. Now That's What I Call Music. I remember listening to the CDs. Oh, Rochelle, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my god, Jazz!
Congrats again on album launch. You're a star, Bekima villain.
Ah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you for the follow, Yasao, as well. Thank you. Saint Lord, thank you. Thank you, Kev. I really appreciate it. I can't believe it's out. It's actually out. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm going to be shipping out a few more orders tomorrow as well, for like the tapes and CDs. It is out. Ah, Space Tree, thank you. Oh my goodness. Ooh, okay, let's go raid Gemma. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the amazing night as well. Like, I've had so much fun. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Just like listening through the album, chilling out, learning a bit about the tracks. It's been really nice. There's more like streams. I'll probably be doing a performance stream soon, like a gig, because you guys unlocked that during the charity stream. So I will see you all on Wednesday with some Elden Ring. We'll be playing some more Elden Ring. And we are going to go raid Gemma. Thank you again, everyone. You're all amazing. And I will see you soon.